What's going on, you guys? My name is Marco Phillips. You're listening to Time to Dominate podcast. Let's go. So here's a daunting question. How do millennials like us leverage the internet to recruit 8 players into our downlines, make a massive impact in the world and their income, while having plenty of time for the other things that do actually matter to us? Well, this podcast is going to be answering those questions. My name is Marco Phillips, and you're listening to Time to Dominate podcast. Hey, what up, you guys? Super great morning. Hope this podcast finds you well. Today, I want to talk about bending the rules to make it fit exactly your goals, right? Bend the rules. Don't necessarily break them. I like breaking rules, just in concept, right? But just in concept, especially things that are not holding us back. Not the law, but you could definitely bend and break the rules. So, you guys know I've been, taking everyone along on this journey for creating my, taking this entire business online and automating things and auto recruiting and talking to only people that are really serious true marketers or have the wanting to actually learn the skill. And so I created that funnel for people actually apply to join you. Like they actually like, hey, listen, pick me. I want to be a part of your team. Like, how cool is that? Right? Rather than begging and asking friends and family or just flying in all day or like all these other DMOs, quote unquote, that we truly don't enjoy, but we kind of fell into the 5-year plan and do this and do that and attend every meeting and hotel meetings and do things in your home and like all these things that we honestly don't enjoy too much. Now there's some people that enjoy it, no problem, big ups to you, carry on. But being able to take it online, and honestly, my destination is to be able to merge the two, like not be attached to any man, not be attached to, the method doesn't matter if you have a great solution and how you get it to people, right? But definitely not just the belly to belly. I'm totally over that, right? So, in today in Bending the Rules, so with the MLM I'm affiliated with, you guys, they have a system that in talking to the corporate, they said, we don't want anyone making sales outside of their system. So like all sales or everything has to go through their system. Okay. So if you're especially trying to, take your business online, this makes it very difficult because in understanding like the online sales process is that you want as seamless as possible. Okay, so you're taking from people from one page to another, making it seamless. So what do you do in this case where I call it like the Apple, right? The Apple, the company, they have a closed loop pretty much. Okay, versus like a Microsoft, their system is open. It's called an open source and a closed source. I'm not really techie. I just found out this stuff. Like I might sound really cool right now, but I actually just found a lot of this stuff out. Some basic research. Okay, so what do you do? What do you then do? I was stuck at this point forever. Like I was brainstorming with one of my good friends, and I was like, man, this is just frustrating. Guess what I did? Da 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 da. Yep, your boy figured it out. I'm like, okay. How can I make this as seamless as possible for people that want to actually buy my product in order for them to do it? So here's what I did. I created my funnel, my own space, right? Where I'm actually giving something of value for free. I'm putting myself in front of the company. I'm being the brand. And from there, what happens is people go into the next page. So I created like an opt-in, like something for free that's really of good value. Actually, I actually like it. And then from there, they go on to the next page. And on the next page, I actually then bring in my company's product, okay, which is actually really good, okay. And it goes along with the free thing in which I'm giving them in the first place. They just opt in for. Okay, great. Now, since I can't necessarily process the sale right there because it's not my company's website, what I did was simply just created a video that walks people through what's going to happen next. Okay, so I created a video on what would happen next. And in observing and taking other people's opinion, it's so genius because one thing that kills kind of people going on to the next level is like they don't know what's coming next. It's like, I don't want to have to deal with it. But in showing them like, hey, this is actually what comes next, and you just, click this and this button and watch this video, is going to explain everything really nice and simple. And then when you go to the next page, here's what you simply do. And you walk them through it. Now they see it and it's like, okay, they can take a breather. Oh, okay, this is what happens next. This is what I get to do next. If I just put a hook in front of it, if they want what comes, I just give another reward, like another bribe, right? Another bribe, like, hey, if you do this and go through this process, I'm actually going to give you something else at the end. Okay, so he makes them what the process in which they're about to go through, make it seamless, because now there's another carrot at the end of the stick, right? There's something else for people to walk through, right? So if any of you guys that are looking to like do the same thing, if this were to come up, right, or maybe in any other scenario, that maybe your company hasn't necessarily become 21st centuryized yet, or maybe they're like just an Apple, like, hey, we're gonna keep a closed source. The closed source has worked for us forever. I don't need to break it, or whatever the case is. Just bend the rules, and make your work to your favor. Build your brand, stand out, and make it easy for people to be able to still become, either buy your product or become a part of your team, as seamless as possible without necessarily leaving your sales process, right? So you're taking this whole presentation online for your product, but however, they have to go to somewhere else in order to purchase it. Create a video, like take out the guesswork that they need to do. Maybe use pictures, right? Screenshots of what's to come next, and then put in a reward. Like, hey, if you actually do this, I'm going to give you this. Just I'll get a notification. Maybe you get a notification that they've gone through the process, and then boom. So you make it seamless, as painless as possible. I wanted to share this because this was such a big deal for me. I was like, what the heck? There was all these other companies that makes it so easy to integrate, right? I'm like, man, I don't want to switch companies. I actually really like the company that I'm with. They've been around forever. I like the products. I like the people. I like the compensation. Like, everything works, but they still have this closed loop. So what do? You bend the rules, baby. You bend the rules. You make it work. You don't cower down. You find a way. You find a means. One of my really good friends, he always says this: faith finds a way. Marco, faith finds a way. Faith finds a way, right? So as you're taking the plunge and you're taking things to the next level in your business and doing this whole online game, when you face any obstacle or anything comes up, man, find a way. Faith finds a way, and bend the rules. Bend the rules. Don't break them. Don't break the rules of their company. Like, at the end of the day, it's their company, right? That's why I'm like a huge advocate of like create your own asset. Create your own asset. So whatever you put in front of that is yours. Is your asset. And then on the back end, you can offer them whatever your company is offering, and as long as it kind of makes sense and it goes hand in hand. But it is such a big deal. It's like a mindset piece as well as an action piece as well. So I hope you find value out of that. Bend the rules, don't break them. Get creative in making this thing work for you, right? Yeah, you guys, let's get it. It's your time to dominate. Don't forget that. Don't let any little obstacles or anything that comes in your way kind of deter you from where you're going and your end goal. Go out there, create an impact while making an income. Go ahead and dominate. Love you guys. See you at the top. Let's get it. Hey, thank you for listening today. If you found value, please subscribe and leave a review so we can reach others like us searching for a better way on how to use the internet to create leverage and truly dominate. How would you like to stop pitching and start attracting your downline on autopilot? If so, head over to timetodominatepodcast.com and grab the free training, and let's go.